Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I am your host Eben, and today is another exciting cold flow challenge at negative 55 degrees Celsius, Mobil 1 Advanced Fuel Economy versus AMSOIL 100% Synthetic. This is the Signature Series, the best of the best. Negative 33. Negative 33. Here we go. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. That really helps out the channel. Also, share this video with a friend that's new to taking care of their vehicle. They'll learn a lot of information. Well, now it's time to do a little behind the scenes footage. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Go ahead and tap this little button. And now for the behind the scenes footage of the bottle crack. This is our Mobil 1 Advanced Fuel Economy, and this right here guaranteed to protect engines up to 10,000 miles. Uh-oh. Got a stickler. And there we go. And this right here is what we call the official NASCAR racing motor oil. Got that NASCAR stamp of approval. And this also helps fuel economy. So that's what their label is here. Now a full synthetic, which is what they call advanced full synthetic, can actually be 25% synthetic or more. So that's right, this right here can actually be 75% mineral oil, all these jagged shapes that come from the earth, they refine the oil. And then 25% could actually be synthetic, which has a much higher film strength like the AMSOIL. So speaking of the AMSOIL, we're going to go ahead and give you our up close crack. This is good for 25,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first, and that's without oil analysis. This is made right here in the United States, and it's out of Superior, Wisconsin. So we're going to give you the up close crack. And AMSOIL is actually the very first in synthetics. Way back in 1972. The inventor of AMSOIL went to Texas, and he went to the API, American Petroleum Institute, and he got it tested, and it beat all the other mineral oils in every category, from cold flow to film strength to wear tests, everything. And then over the years, Ali Matuzio kept developing this oil, and he kept building upon it, and he actually went to Pikes Peak and he tested it with a what you call a well-respected racer, Bobby Unser, 12-time Pikes Peak champion, and Bobby ran it in his rear differential, and this is what the stuff he ran, the 100% synthetic, and these all have almost the same exact shape, and it doesn't allow the carbon backbone to attach to this molecule the same way as a mineral oil. So when you don't have that carbon, the oil doesn't thicken. When it doesn't thicken, it doesn't sludge up. You don't get as much carbon, stuff like this, all different carbon molecules around your pistons, your rings. You lose compression when you get that. So if you have a car and you're losing this compression, that's because you have this buildup. And I'm sure you're wondering, how would you get rid of that? You could use the engine flush. You dump this in. We have a bunch of videos on how to use this on the channel, so check that out on the playlist. And now I wanted to get to the price of this stuff. The price is only $9.99 for the Mobil 1, and it's dirt cheap compared to the extended performance we ran. We ran the Mobil 1 extended performance for $12.50, so that's like 20% less money or something. I'd have to get out a calculator, but something like that. And now inside the cryogenic freezer we go. negative 50 degrees Celsius below zero. And I'll give you a little look inside there, and I'll give you a temperature quick. I'll let you see exactly what it looks like. Oh, all right, low. So that goes beyond what it'll register. So once it goes below, I think like 50 degrees or something, it won't register. I got to put my gloves back on before I touch that. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Go ahead and tap this little button, and then you're going to see the notification bell. You're going to go in here, you're going to allow it all the settings in the badge. You're going to go back and you're going to click this bell, and you'll hit all notifications. That way you'll get a notification when I publish my next video. Now this one goes out to a couple of my favorite subscribers. They always ask questions. Eben, I love the AMSOIL, but can I add these different additives like stabilizers? A lot of people use all these different additives they put into their motor oil, and this actually is going to show you how it's not that good, because when you have a base oil, the base oil is about 80% of the lubricant. So say it's 100% synthetic, and then you have all these other additives like cold flow additives, anti-oxidation additives. There's all these different anti-wear additives, zinc, phosphorus, sulfur ash for European motor oil. So there's a lot of different additives that go into motor oil. It's not just one thing. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you add these different additives, and you're going to see, you can actually read this whole article. It's a great article, and basically what it does is it talks about when you add these additives, how it actually changes the cold flow properties. So sometimes people think, oh, I'm getting it to run better, you know, for 500 miles. Well, after say 1,000 miles, the oil actually changes and has a chemical change. And when it changes, it may not flow the same when it's cold, and up to 80% of the wear on a motor can be during the cold start. So it's a little sketchy just adding all these different ingredients to a motor oil, and that's why with AMSOIL, this AMSOIL is so good, they guarantee it up to 25,000 miles, given you don't add anything to it. So there's nothing you have to do with this motor oil. And then another thing that makes this so great is it doesn't thicken the other way other oils do. So I wanted to give you an idea of the real world numbers. These are not made up numbers. This thickens at about half the rate of the Mobil 1 Extended Performance. So this is the one below Extended Performance. The Mobil 1 Extended Performance is above this. This thickens at about half the rate, and all that data is down in the description section below. So if you're on a laptop, desktop, you're gonna see show more on the side. Click that. If you're on a smartphone, you'll see the reverse down arrow. Boop. Click that reverse down arrow. You can check out all that interesting data. And if you have any questions at all, my name's Eben. I do this full time, 66 hours a week. And you say, what does that do? Well, right here in the United States, US and Canada, last year, 2020, I was number 8th and 8th. New customers and new qualified customers. So I help all different people, from commercial accounts to retail accounts to individuals all over US and Canada. This is all I do, and accumulatively, just on my YouTube channel, from people that I've touched, I've saved people over $10 million that I personally know of, and I'm sure I've saved people probably 3 to 5 times that across the world too, because I know people watch my videos all over the world. So it's pretty impressive what this is able to do for people. And I always tell people the truth. They say, Eben, are you always just selling AMSOIL? And I say, not at all. I get AMSOIL bought for one reason: results. And down below in the description section, you're going to see all my personal oil analysis on my vehicles, on customers' vehicles. You'll be able to follow them back years back of when we first put in the oil. So that's all there for you. And it means a lot to have that there for you, and I'll be there for you. And if you want to see more data, go ahead and check out this playlist right here on some more cold flow tests. You're going to have a heck of a lot of fun watching We had some good stick in the mud videos, and you don't want to see the stick in the mud. That's good. And then we got some great content over here on everything else YouTube wants you to check out. If you want to subscribe, tap that here, and we will see you back next time right here on Synthetic Oil Protection. Cheers to protection, protection, protection.